All right, so we're gonna be doing a hackathon or a mini hackathon over the weekend. By we, I mean me, but I'm gonna bring you guys along or try to document the process. Essentially, what we're doing is moving from our old framework, which is Python, Flask, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, to a new framework, which is Next.js and Node.js or Nest.js. And yeah, for database stuff, I haven't decided yet, but I think it's gonna be either Supabase or Firebase. Depending on what works better for me. I spent a good amount this past week learning and understanding Next.js, especially the new update, Next.js 14, where there's app routers and handlers and stuff like that, which is, in my opinion, easier to understand. And I just wanted to get a holistic understanding of how I'm going to implement or execute this whole project with this new framework. The reason I'm choosing Next.js is because I want to learn. I think this whole project started because I wanted to improve. I felt like I was plateauing and I wanted to grow. And this is, I think, a good way for me to do that. So yeah, that's one of the things I'm going to do today. I'm gonna scope out all the tickets, basically figure out what I need to do to get the minimal functional project or MVP or whatever you want to call it done. I'm not gonna publish anything this week just because I want to make sure authentication set up and data is secure and stuff like that before we publish anything and you guys can test it out. But if you guys are interested in testing this out, I'll have a demo later on in the video, probably towards the end once I have everything done, hopefully. If not, there's going to be a part 2 where I have that demo. But you guys can leave a comment down below if you're interested. I think I've talked about it before in a previous video, but essentially what it is, it's just an applicant tracking system or a ATS for yourself. If you're looking for a job, you're applying to multiple jobs, you can track your applications there. But this also gives you a better understanding of where you stand in terms of the application pool, because you're going to get an ATS score or a resume score from your application. So you're putting in your resume, you're putting in the job description, and then my computation, my backend is going to give you a score out of 1 to 100 or 0 to 100 on where you stand, and gives you some actionable insights or actionable tips on what you can do to improve and better your chances for that job. And then it's going to help you track your applications, give you some analytics on when you should reach out, and how many applications you've been doing, stuff like that. But that's all later on. For right now, I want to focus on the core functionality, which is the resume score. So yeah, that's the focus. I'll do a demo again at the end of the video. But yeah, I don't want to delay the video too long, so I'm going to start coding, or at least start planning and scoping out those tickets real quick, and then we can figure out how to implement this or what the best way to implement this is. I have a boilerplate set up just from Next.js. I think if you create a Next.js app, you get a boilerplate, which is just some basic code with layouts and pages set up for you. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Just make it a little bit more plain and easier to work with without any other existing libraries and stuff like that. I want a clean slate. I think I have looked into Daisy UI and also ShadCN and React Native. So I might use one of those for components and blocks and whatever fancy design stuff I might do later on. But for right now, I just want to get the minimal functional project or MVP out so that you guys can see it and I can have a better understanding if this project is actually gonna be able, or the potential of the project to succeed and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the plan for right now. I don't want to drag the video too long, so I'm gonna go get those tickets done and I'll catch you guys back later. All right, so I think I got all the tickets that I need to get done today mapped out, and I basically just want to be able to post a piece of text which is going to represent the job description, and also copy and paste the resume text for right now, and get a resume score back, maybe with some other insights bullet points of what I can improve, where I worded things wrongly, or where I could have worded things better, or just what the job description is looking for exactly. So that's what I want to get done today. At least that's what I want to get done for the first part of today. I also want to attach OpenAI's API to my backend so I can call it and get a resume score. I also need to play around with prompts to get a better prompt and get a score, because OpenAI tends to ramble a lot and hallucinate a lot, which I don't want it to do for this specific project. So I need to figure out all those things. How the output's going to be. Is it going to be in JSON format, or can I make it a string or an integer, because I really just want a number for a score mainly. So yeah, that's all I have planned for today. If I get those things done, I'll be very happy. I'm not going to do any fancy design, no front-end work. Well, maybe some front-end work. I'm going to be doing some basic text areas or just text boxes so I can fill up a form and upload the basic requirement I need to get this thing done. I'm thinking ShadCN has a pretty good component library that I can use for that, and it's probably what I'm going to be using for the whole project because it's reusable, it's very nice, it's very neat, and very minimalistic, which is what I'm going for. I might also use React Native or Aceternity. I think it's called Aceternity UI. They have pretty neat animations, which is something I might implement later on. But again, see, I don't want to drift off from the main focus, which is the functionality. I don't want to get into front-end work today. But yeah, that's essentially what I want to get done today. I don't want to drag this video out too long. So yeah, let's get coding. So it's about 8 p.m. right now, Saturday evening. I got the functionality. Actually, we got a lot of things done today. I got the core functionality of the app pretty much sorted. Right now, you can put in a job description and a resume, and you can get a score and other information like missing requirements, job requirements, detailed analysis, and stuff like that. So I'm pretty happy with that. I played a lot with OpenAI's API today just to get a feel of what it can do and what I can expect from it. I think I'm going to include other LLMs too, just as a backup in case this one fails, because it does go out occasionally. If I'm going to charge for this product, I think I need to have a backup too. But yeah, that was pretty much what I did today. I also managed to include a PDF function, extracting text from PDF. So you can upload a file. For right now, it accepts, I think, docs and PDF, but I only can extract the text from the PDF, or at least I haven't tried it with the docs, which I probably should. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna do. So yeah, right now you can upload a PDF file of your resume and then paste the job description and get your resume score, and also some other insights like requirements, bullet points of what you can improve and stuff like that. So I'm pretty proud and happy of what we achieved today. I think tomorrow is going to be focused on user authentication and moving our local environment to Supabase. So right now I have a MySQL database set up locally on my dev environment. So that's not going to be sustainable long term. I need to move that to something like Supabase. I think I decided on Supabase because it's Postgres, which I'm familiar with, and I like that it has authentication set up with it too, and it's open source. So I don't know. Maybe Firebase is better. I don't know. I don't care right now. I think I'm just going to pursue Supabase for this project and learn from there. So yeah, that's my next steps for tomorrow. I'm going to plan out some tickets right now. Another thing I wanted to point out is that I found today, no matter how detailed I get with these tickets, I always encounter like a new bug or a new feature or something else that I want to add, or I think I need to add, which makes like a small ticket, like a low priority, easy ticket, become like something a lot longer and a lot more difficult. I don't know if that's just a me thing or just the nature of projects like this where you're figuring out as you go. So I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think. Maybe it's something I'm doing wrong. I really don't know. But I'm gonna do my best to plan out what I need to do tomorrow, just so I have a clear understanding when I start my day of what I need to focus on. But I think the main focus is gonna be user authentication, so you guys can create accounts, sign up, and stuff like that. I do think I need to figure out how to migrate my local environment, like my MySQL schema and data, to Postgres in Supabase. I don't know if it's going to be challenging or complicated. I don't know if people have just set up Supabase from the get-go. I didn't do that. Maybe that's a mistake on my part. But that's something I got to figure out tomorrow, because there's a lot of like functions or foreign keys, sorry, not functions, and different joins and connections to other tables that would be messed up if it wasn't done correctly. And I'm using Prisma as my ORM, not Drizzle, just because I have found that there's more videos on Prisma than there are on Drizzle. And again, I'm learning all this from scratch as I go. So I think finding something with more resources and, you know, accessibility is important, and documentation is important too. So yeah, that was the thought process behind that decision there. Yeah, that's what I think will be challenging tomorrow, but you know, I'm not gonna worry about that today. I'm just gonna write out as much as I can so that, you know, myself in the morning can have a better understanding and clarity of what I need to focus on, what I need to look out for, like all these foreign keys that they don't get messed up and stuff like that. So yeah, aside from that, nothing much else to update you guys on. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this type of content, like this series. I really enjoy making videos like this. I enjoy talking to you guys more transparently, more openly, and you know, just being more clear and less draining, I guess, less scripted and less automated talking, less robotic videos. That might just be my opinion, but let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I do still want to provide value in terms of like educational content where like I think I have a video that I plan to release in the next few weeks talking about rejections, why people are getting rejected so frequently right now and how to overcome that. And I also have another video talking about you know, promotions. I recently got a promotion and I want to talk through that whole process transparently, how it's like to get promoted and how you can negotiate your salary and your benefits and your responsibilities and stuff like that. So yeah, I think those are type of content that I think this channel is made for, and I think I want to take this channel down in the future. And I also don't really see content like that outside. At least I couldn't find stuff like that. So yeah, let me know what you think, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, I'll catch you guys back sometime tomorrow. See ya. So today was a little bit more hectic. I ran into a ton of bugs, and I think I essentially erased my entire schema on Supabase for some reason, but I got it all fixed, so it's all good now. Oh yeah, just to give you guys a quick recap, we have user authentication set up. For right now, we're using Supabase, and I have email, Google, and GitHub signups allowed. I think I still need to figure out a way to track sessions and cache user IDs and stuff like that, just so I can, provide the data, the relevant data to that specific user and not give someone else's data or expose someone else's data to that user when they're looking at their resumes or tracking their applications and stuff like that. So yeah, that's something I need to do. I also need to figure out a better way to model the data. Right now I have, I think, 5 or 6 tables in my public schema, and I'm pulling in user data from Supabase schema, the authentication schema. But yeah, that's not bad for right now. I think at the end, long term, maybe V10, V12 down the line, I think I need to find a better way to model the data just so you guys can actually take the insights, like the data that is being tracked, like how long has it been since your last interview, how long or how many applications have you been doing this week, the last week, and stuff like that. All these like actionable data that you can use to actually improve your interview to application ratio in the future. I just need to find a better way to model that. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna work on next. But for right now, I'm actually pretty hyped and satisfied with what we got done over the weekend. I think we conquered a lot and we got the basic functionality done. I'm gonna try and deploy this to Vercel maybe next video after I get all these sessions and user ID stuff sorted out. And hopefully by then we can allow some users to test. By the way, if you guys are interested in testing this out, feel free to join the Discord. That's where I'm gonna launch it first. Or you could leave a comment down below. I think I'm gonna release some sort of waiting list or mailing list so I can keep track of those who are interested to try this out. But yeah, I think that's about it for this video. I wanna continue next video starting with deployment and other things that are more complicated or more technical and newer to me. If you guys are interested in trying this out, I highly recommend joining the Discord channel because that's where I'm going to release a lot of the initial MVPs and stuff like that, just so you guys can test it out and give me feedback about bugs and stuff like that. I think I'm going to also open a waiting list or a mailing list. So if you're interested, leave a comment down below. I'll try to keep track and figure out who can use the app first and stuff like that there. I also need to figure out web payments like webhooks with Stripe and stuff like that, just because there is going to be a paid plan because I'm incurring costs from OpenAI's API and a couple other LLMs that I'm using just so I can have a backup or a better score. I think I'm going to do some sort of weighted average in terms of scoring. I love how OpenAI API works. I think it's pretty good, but I want to make it better and more functional for you guys. So yeah, that's part of the next steps. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys have any feedback, let me know down in the comment section below. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned.